Okay, well, I'll be going over my training plan for the next 6 months. So right now, there's training videos available on Confluence. So, well, all the videos will be completed by October 9th. This is the first draft, so I still have to get them approved by English and French from Harry, and they'll all be available to be viewed by our clients on the VO platform. So everyone that's going on the new VO platforms, this is what I was proposing to do with all the new VO platforms. So all the new customers that are going from whatever platform, or new customers that are going to the VO platforms, this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to contact the client at the beginning of the process and make those trainings available to all the staff. So they'd have access to all the CMS tools and how to use them at the beginning of the process. The reason I wanted to do that is to make the customer feel he's implicated in the new website from the start. Okay? And sorry. What I also wanted to do was contact that main contact at the dealership and establish a time frame. If I go to, let's say, a VO project, you can see here my training is kind of high up in the list. Okay. So what I wanted to do is contact right away the main contact at the dealership, make those videos available to him and his staff, and pretty much go through a process of registration and view the videos one at a time, and then a question period as well. So basically what I'll be doing is I'll be sending a list of URLs to that main person at the dealership, and then he could send out those training videos to everyone that he wants to access, or that will be taking care of the website. I'll just give you an example of what I mean. Is basically once they click on that URL, they'll go to this Wufoo page. So the person that is taking this training will have to register.
Peter, show me what was the URL again? Where are they clicking the URL?
Well, in my here, well, I just created one for as an example. Yeah. So this is the URL that I'll be sending them. Okay.
Okay, but where do they get the URL? On the Wufoo?
Well, no, the URL I'll be sending it through an email.
Yeah. Okay, no, to the client directly, not in their just to their email directly.
Correct. Yeah, so the main contact at the dealership will be getting an email with I don't know, let's say they have a master. They would get all 10 of these URLs.
Okay.
Actually 9. The CMS dashboard they won't get as a test. So they'll get 9 URLs and share them appropriately to all their staff with all the tool names. Okay? So once they go to the Wufoo, whoever goes to the Wufoo, once they click on the URL, they have to put in their first, last name, and email. The email is to send out that confirmation. So once they fill that out, so let's say once they fill that out, they click on next. They now have access to the training video itself. So they have to view this training video. Since this was for a CMS slideshow training, they would view this video. Once they're done, they go to next page, and then they're asked 1, 2, 3 questions on the video itself. Once they do all this, like it says here, let me just go back up here. Like once that's done, I'll establish a time frame with the contact person at the dealership. I'll give them, let's say, 2 weeks for their staff to go through those videos, so they can peruse those videos and go through the registration process on their own time. So they don't have a scheduled time. So if they have, let's say, 10 minutes of free time, they could do this on one video, and then next day do it on another. Okay, they don't all have to be available at the same time to go through the training process or the beginning training process. Once we've established a time frame when I'm going to recontact that main contact, I'll give him or her all the results that have happened with the WUFU and all the staff members and all the staff members that have actually used the WUFU training process and what their results are. And then I'll schedule another training session, but this would be a general training session like I've been doing since the beginning. This would be a training session which is only one day. And then if I do schedule that, I will be creating a WebEx for that training for everyone involved at the dealership if they need that additional training. I'll record it and I'll make it available to them. Okay? And then what I wanted to proceed with was to establish a 3-month follow-up with that main contact once that training has been finished or once the project has been closed, to make a follow-up contact with the rep in question and also the contact person at the dealership to see if everything is going good, if they understand everything, if they need to peruse the videos again, the training videos, which I'll send straight from a YouTube account. So they could go through the videos at any time. They won't be going through the questions anymore. Okay? So far, what do you think about this process? Casey, Adrian?
Well, the idea is definitely it's definitely a good idea in terms of making sure that they're aware of everything they have available to them. Right off the bat, I mean, the first thing was making sure you have the right contact to send the URL to, and like that's going to be established via yourself or via the regional manager or via the consultant. Like who's going to be?
Well, usually the consultant has direct contact with the dealership, so they know exactly who's taking care of the project.
So that it's crucial for the consultant to speak with the contact because it's not just the one contact who's going to get that URL. We're going to send it to multiple people, so we have to kind of have that dialed down properly, right?
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to contact that person vocally, talk to them, and then establish exactly who is supposed to receive all these URLs for the WUFUs. Okay, if they want, I could always add in additional emails, or if they want, I could send them directly that one email with all the WUFUs that are established for that project. Because like from a starter, partner, and master, there's different WUFUs that will be available. Okay.
Yeah.
So like this, the customer or the dealership will feel as though they're involved in the whole process from the beginning. Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I mean, yeah. Besides that, I think it's like I sent an email the other day about this training. I thought I think I said that just the idea for the long-term follow-up. I mean, yeah, something obviously we never really have done before, right? So
not really. We've never really done like a long-term follow. Like here, a testing procedure and follow-up for customers. What I was thinking also is doing mystery shoppers, one a month for 3 months for that new customer. You know, mystery shopper would be done through basically these three departments. And then once we get that meeting in the next, like at the end of the 3 months with that contact person, I'd give him the results for that. Sorry.
Yeah.
I give him the results from the mystery shoppers of those three departments.
Okay, cool.
Obviously, I'll be reporting to the interactive marketing consultant for each month, so they can consult with the dealership and see if they need any help.
I think I don't know if Antayan, are you there? Donc,
Oui, je suis là.
Tu penses la même chose que moi, c'est très important que le consultant et Peter ils communiquent pendant le process, comme toujours.
C'est sûr que moi, je pense que ce que tu veux dire, Casey, c'est sûr que moi, je suis d'avis, puis je l'ai déjà dit, qu'on peut pas juste comme envoyer ça au client puis dire
Ouais.
tiens, c'est ça, là. Puis ça, je l'avais déjà dit, j'avais donné déjà mon avis à Peter là-dessus. Selon moi, il faut qu'il y ait un premier contact, vraiment, que ce soit le consultant, que ce soit Peter par téléphone, là, mais ça prend un premier contact. Là.
Oui, c'est sûr.
Ça c'est la plus importante étape, je pense.
Oui, effectivement.
Yeah, because that's the thing, Peter. Is as soon as it's not about you not being able to do your job. It's about you and the consultant. If you guys aren't always on the same page with the dealership, it's gonna get confusing quickly, right? Because the dealer's gonna go in and do their regular visits, and the consultant's gonna be doing their regular visits and their regular WebExes with the client, and dealing with different people within the dealership. So
I think that's it.
I think the most important thing should be these trainings at the start for the first 3 or 6 months. This should always be the first thing you guys are first dealing with, right? And not getting sidetracked with all the other requests within the dealership. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just a matter of, you know what I mean? Like you typically in the past, Peter, you've always done your trainings, and I know part of your challenge is trying to reach the right people in the dealer, trying to get a hold of them, trying to make sure they can stay on the line and do everything you want to do. So
well, like there's a certain part of the training session that happens during a very open period. Let's say I don't know how much time this should take. I think this is approximately from here to here is approximately 2 weeks to 1 month.
Yeah.
Not even it shouldn't even be a month, but I'm just saying, from here to here should be approximately, let's give it an average of 3 weeks. So I contact the main contact at the dealership. I give him access to all those woofus, so training videos.
Yeah.
And then he could view them at any time during that period. Obviously, I'm gonna contact him. I'm gonna schedule another appointment with him like 3 weeks from now. Okay, so I can talk to him, give him the results. What I could do is what I was thinking of doing is doing a WebEx with the consultant, interactive consultant.
Yeah.
With that dealer principal, dealer contact, or main contact, whatever you want to call him, and go over the stats of who went through the WUFU process, what staff members are actually did the testing process, and what their results are. And also, I would send him at that point. I would schedule another training if needed. Once again, that's a big if needed. But this would be a WebEx training, and I'd be going over all the tools of the dealership. And I tell them, have concrete examples that we can put on the website. So once that training is done, if it's necessary, they will have at least one example in every section of the CMS tools.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah.
If they're not prepared, I will create one that they have to keep. So it may take a bit longer to create, but I'll be creating more likely a very general one.
Yeah.
If it's new cars, to just pick any new car and just talk about the new car and whatever.
I'll be right back. Okay, sorry, it's a bit of an emergency. I'll be right back on in 1 second.
No problem. So, any additional questions?
Ça va bien.
So far, so follow procedure on these 3 departments. Once the project comes to fruition, I'll be doing like just mystery shoppers on these 3 departments: new car, used car, service department, and then I report to the interactive marketing consultant. And then at the end of the 3 months, it could be done either way. The 3-month plan here, we could establish a follow-up date on the main contact at the dealership and go over all the tools and discuss whether or not they are being properly used by the staff. This can also include the rep in the WebEx. Discuss any improvements that can be done to improve said tools with the main contact at the dealership. resend all URLs of training videos from YouTube, and we can go over the testing procedures done during the last 3 months, which is all the mystery shoppers, see if they were properly answered or if they actually were answered. And this is what I like to designate as Harry Alexander's main topic here. What are the needs of the customer now? So show me the money, which is us. What does our customer need now at the end of 3 months? And then probably establish possible needs that a client may need in the future. And then optional, we can go over Google Analytics together and cover the last 3 months and show the difference of the before and after effect of using the tools properly. So this is, I guess, my twist on the thing. Show them the money, show them what money they made during the last 3 months because they switched to our tools. And if you want a copy of this, I can send you a new and improved copy. Or what I'm going to do is probably send you the final copy with all these YouTube URLs available. Also, if I get a go ahead, I'll create these customer training process as well in Wufoo. But all videos are always available in Confluence.
Yeah. Like where
in Confluence?
Yeah, it's got its own. I know that's.
Yeah, it's called CMS Videos Client Training. It's under products.
Products.
Okay. And it has its own, section. So if you want to go, they're all listed here, but they're not all available yet. So if you want to go to business hours, for some reason it's not showing properly. Why is it not showing properly? Okay, that's strange. Well, let me see offline and see if I see it offline. Unless they're working on Confluence. That's weird. Okay, so they'll all be available on Confluence. Any questions at this point?
Not besides what we just talked about the whole, the process, and that's why I thought it would maybe be a good idea to have the salespeople on the call, because it's like they have to understand the importance of
this is kind of
their first run at it, right?
Yeah, it's like my proposal of what I think we should do with the training process. And that's why I would have liked that JP and Harry Alexander were present.
Well, he's right now here. He's sending me emails of things I need to do for him, so that's probably where he is.
Okay. So just between the three of us.
At the start of, like, when the contract comes in, it should almost be.
Well, as soon as the contract comes in and the ISW is filled out. Mm-hmm. There's a section in the ISW who's the main contact for training, I guess. Yeah. And that's where that name will show up. That name or more than one name if there's more people involved. And as soon as a project is created, I'm going to see that and I'm going to contact them right away.
Yeah, so that would be the other.
This info content, as soon as info content is done, it could fall between these three levels. Okay, actually these 4 levels, up to and including info approval. I'm going to contact that person. I'm going to make all those Wufoos available to that person and anyone else that needs it. As you saw in the Wufoo, they have to register. If I just go to the first page, they have to register. If they don't put in the name and email, they can't go to the next page. Once they go to the next page, they'll have that video available. They can look at it. Then they can go to the next page. If they want to, they could always, read the question, go to previous, review the video, and then answer it. You know, there's not going to be a lot of questions. There's probably 1 to 3 questions. That's all I'm going to put in.
So what can they have to do this all in one shot on these WUFUs? Like once they start the training, they have to follow through with it, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, they have the link. So, I mean, if they don't submit, I'm not going to get anything. I'm just going to get that someone has gone into the WUFU.
Yeah.
And, well, I'll have their name and email address, but they didn't submit it because they have to answer these questions.
And what's the real, like, the strict timeline we put down before the site goes live, that they want to make sure they've done a certain amount of these trainings would be what? So 2 weeks before the site's going live, we should basically have to make sure there's a meeting set up either at the dealership with our consultant or on a WebEx with you and the consultant and the people in the dealership to make sure.
Well, probably a WebEx would be better.
In your follow-up, you wrote that. Yeah, for sure. But what I'm saying is we should have that as a set thing no matter what. I mean, again, like and Andrian probably agrees, is that it's, in the past, when it comes time to getting close to launching the site, we tend to just launch it and then see what happens, right? So there should be a set, almost a deadline. Okay, we're now officially a week and a half or 2 weeks from the site being launched. It's time to have a WebEx set up to make sure we've made progress on the video training.
Well, that's going to happen around here.
Yeah.
Okay. And the website is almost ready to launch at that point.
Yeah.
Technically, the website is not live, but there should be a test site, a dev site. Sorry, a dev site that is available.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like here, like this will be available, even though not everything's been set up on the site. Okay, but this would be the dev site example. Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else? Well, in general, do you think this is a good process that should be enabled for all the VO platforms?
Yeah. Oh, but yeah, exactly. There's no doubt about it. I mean, like I said, this is a process that I wish we had it 3 years ago for sure. Definitely.
So that would involve a lot more work on my side with the follow-ups.
Well, but at least once all the videos are most of the videos are created in French and in English right now at this point.
Yeah. Well, the first draft.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I'm probably gonna have to redo all the French ones because they were done first.
Yeah.
And I have a few suggestions on how to improve them. I've been trying to implicate that in the English side.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, Harry and I are I guess are in disagreement for the videos.
Yep.
Right now.
Okay.
And
meaning.
But that's just something that him and I and anyone else involved, we have to get set on these videos as soon as
you guys
possible.
are in agreement that you want to have all these videos still?
Yes.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Okay. So that's what I was going to say. Is at least once they're all made in French and English, it's a resource that's always there, right?
Yeah, they'll always be there. Right now, they'll always be on Confluence.
Yeah,
but
that means that the consultant can always. So they're not going to be on Take the Road or anything like that, right?
No, they won't be on Take the Road. Like that's.
Yeah, so sorry to cut you off, Peter, but
no.
that means the bulk of the work is done, because then at least the consultant can always use it to refer the client to, right? Because I don't know how many times I can tell you in the past the client said to me, "Can I just get a document, that says step by step how to," like, if you've trained one client 1,900 times how to build a promo properly, and we've given them documents. It's always the same thing, right? And then there's staff turnover in the dealership, and then you got to do it all over again. So at least once these videos are all made,
once the videos are made,
the bulk of the work is done, because it's a resource they can always access. It's always there. You can always send them the link. And
as long as the CMS tool is available, the VO platform is available, these videos are always good.
There you go. So, so to answer your question, of course, it's a very good idea.
Okay. Well, I thank you all. I thank you all, two of you, to have been present.
Hey Peter, si jamais tu veux faire une version avec Q&A in French, puis que tu as besoin de mon aide ou de l'aide de quelqu'un dans mon équipe, tu me diras.
Aucun problème. J'apprécie beaucoup ta participation.
Ben, ça me fait plaisir. Puis si je peux t'aider à d'autres choses, tu me fais signe.
OK.
Merci beaucoup.
Merci.
Salut les deux.
Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.